stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown, Lions.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0.
14. Bills nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
To the air, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Allen. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Kirby Joseph.
To throw, it's Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now Allen. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited. But so
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Lions 21, Bills 3. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
First down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10.
Bills 10. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
28, Bills 10. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Makes the score
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
17.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline, it's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Complete to
27 yards there, a first down.
27 on the play. First down, Lions.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Complete to Obande Gadsden II. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On play action, Allen. That's taken in by Palmer. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The Bills had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Escaping the pressure right. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
Allen going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
2nd and 11.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. A hit and as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Allen now looks to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Lions 28, Bills 24. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bills 24. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now Allen. A short one taken in by Gadsden. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
So on fourth down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bills 24. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Allen.
That's caught left side by Shavers.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he's brought down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
44-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Hey, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From midfield, here's Allen. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Lions take over first and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
The second half starts with a run by Gibbs.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen to throw it. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Allen going to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are able to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Bills 27. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues
And now here is another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And now the rookie's free. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way? I mean, That's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
Here's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind. So not only does the fumble recovery not turn into 6, it doesn't even turn into 3.
And they let him off the hook right there. You have to be able to capitalize on sudden change situations. So to go 3 plays and then miss a field goal, that's a huge disappointment.
They go play action here on 1st down. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Gibbs straight ahead. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is brought in at the 21. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
A 7-yard gain. And the Bills 1st down.
Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. But a pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
This one deep for Wilson.
And this one is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Lions first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man here is Conklin. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down. It's a tackle made at the 18.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Detroit.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
They're hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
McCole Hardman on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a...
Allen hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone.